Breaking news! A massive earthquake has struck the Drake Passage, the icy waters separating South America from Antarctica. Early reports claimed it was a staggering 8.3 magnitude megaquake, powerful enough to trigger a devastating tsunami. For a brief, terrifying moment, it looked like entire coastlines could be at risk. But here's the twist. The real story isn't just about this earthquake. It's about what scientists discovered afterwards, and why this remote region could hold the key to the next global disaster. You're watching Geography Nerds, where we uncover Earth's most dramatic natural disasters. If you're fascinated by the hidden dangers of our planet, hit subscribe, because this story goes deeper than the headlines. And trust me, you'll want to stay until the end. On August 22nd, 2025, seismic stations around the world lit up. The epicenter? The Drake Passage. At first, seismologists thought it was an 8.3 monster quake. Just pause for a second. Do you realize how powerful that is? An 8.3 is not just one step above a 7.0. It's over 30 times more powerful. Imagine the energy of thousands of nuclear bombs released in seconds. That's why Chile's Coast Guard prepared tsunami protocols. Social media exploded. Is this the next Chile 2010? Some even feared it could rival the 1960 Valdivia quake, the strongest in history. But then came the twist. Data refined the quake's size. 7.5, not 8.3. Still massive, but not apocalyptic. Relief spread, but one question remained. Why did this one quake make the world so nervous? To answer that, we need to zoom in on the Drake Passage itself. Most people have never even heard of it. Yet sailors call it one of the deadliest stretches of ocean on Earth. Imagine waves taller than buildings, winds that can sink ships, and icebergs drifting silently in the fog. But what's beneath the waves is even scarier. Here, three colossal tectonic plates collide: the South American plate, the Scotia plate, and the Antarctic plate. And here's the kicker. This isn't a calm, slow collision. It's a violent standoff. Pressure building for decades, maybe centuries, before snapping in a single violent release. That release is what we felt in August 2025. So why was this quake different? First, it was shallow, just 10 kilometers deep. That's basically skin deep on a planetary scale. The shallower the quake, the more intense the shaking. Second, its location. If this had struck just a few hundred kilometers north near Chile's coastline, millions of people could have been in danger. And third, the big question, why wasn't there a tsunami? This is where it gets fascinating. Most people think all big quakes make tsunamis. Wrong. This one was mostly strike slip, plates sliding sideways past each other. That motion doesn't push up water. For a tsunami, you need a thrust quake, when one plate shoots upward, displacing the ocean. So in short, we got lucky. But what if the motion had been different? Well, let's explore that nightmare. Imagine waking up in Punta Arenas, Chile, and seeing the ocean suddenly vanish from the harbor. Minutes later, a wall of water, higher than a 5-story building, rushes back in. That's what could have happened if this quake had been a thrust fault. Within hours, tsunamis could have slammed into Chile, Argentina, and even the Falkland Islands. Research stations in Antarctica might have been obliterated. And here's the terrifying part. Scientists warn that as Antarctica's ice melts, it doesn't just raise sea levels. It also reduces the weight pressing down on Earth's crust. That shift can actually trigger more earthquakes. So while August quake didn't generate a tsunami, it may have been a warning of what's coming. The Earth's crust is literally being reshaped, and the Drake Passage may be ground zero for a future megaquake. Here's a pattern nobody likes to talk about. The Drake Passage isn't the first time this region has shaken. In 1960, Chile experienced a 9.5 magnitude quake, the largest ever recorded. Tsunamis crossed the Pacific and killed people as far away as Hawaii and Japan. In 2010, an 8.8 quake again devastated Chile, collapsing buildings and generating deadly waves. Now think about this. The Drake Passage is part of the same tectonic system. The difference? Most of its quakes go unnoticed because it's remote. But just because people don't see them, doesn't mean they're not happening. The question isn't if this region will rupture again, it's when. So what does this all mean? First, it's a reminder that remote doesn't mean irrelevant. An earthquake in the Drake Passage could trigger tsunamis, damage Antarctic research stations, and disrupt global shipping routes. Second, it's proof of how unpredictable our planet is. Earthquakes don't follow human schedules. They can happen today, tomorrow, or 50 years from now. And third, it's a wake-up call. Scientists are pushing for more seismic monitoring in the Southern Ocean. Right now, it's like flying blind. With better data, we could issue faster tsunami warnings and maybe save countless lives. So was the Drake Passage earthquake just another tremor? Or the first sign of a chain reaction that could reshape coastlines and crack Antarctica's icy shield? One thing is certain, the Earth never sleeps. And every quake is a reminder of just how fragile life is on this restless planet. What do you think? Is this quake a wake-up call or an overhyped story? Drop your thoughts in the comments. If you found this video eye-opening, smash that like button, share it with a friend, and make sure you're subscribed. Because in our next video, we're diving into the 5 deadliest earthquakes in history. And trust me, you'll be shocked at what they reveal about the disasters still to come. Until then, stay safe, stay curious, and remember, the Earth is always moving beneath our feet.